From New York, the greatest city in the world, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, from the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James, ventriloquist Todd Oliver and Irving, and Ludacris, plus Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. And now, the late editor of the Paris Review, David Letterman.
That's it right there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Boy, you can tell it's autumn. You know what I'm talking about? You can tell it's autumn. I was walking through Central Park today on my lunch break, and I saw a nut gathering squirrels. You can sure tell it. You can tell it's autumn because earlier today in Times Square there was early morning frost on the hookers. You can tell it's autumn here in New York City because Rupert G. added antifreeze to his chicken soup. Hey. That's Hey. You folks don't want that refund. You know what? Here's a program reminder. Earlier tonight on CBS, the season premiere of The Ghost Whisperer. Do you know what The Ghost Whisperer is all about?
Yes.
Well, it's about a woman who is in touch with the dead, and she'll run errands for dead people.
Yeah, that's right.
And earlier tonight, she helps the Boston Red Sox get back into the pennant race. Big movie opening this weekend, Jackass 2. Jackass 2. President Bush and Dick Cheney are both going to go see Jackass 2. Apparently thought it was a biography. No, they're going to go looking for some new legal methods of torture. That's what they'll be doing. Oh, you know what? Historical day today. On this date in 1950, you know what? They invented the answering machine. Yep. Thanks to the telephone answering machine, I haven't spoken to my family in 25 years. And by the way, how about this? It's a Jewish New Year. Jewish New Year today. That's right. And any minute now, we'll be cutting live to Elliot Spitzer on the roof of Zabar's. But it's the first night of the Jewish New Year, and at midnight down in Times Square, they're going to drop Mel Gibson. Much, Paul Schaefer.
Anytime.
Let me tell you who's on the program tonight. We have what a wonderful program. You like basketball? It's just about that time of year when the NBA teams. Remember the Knicks? Whatever happened to the Knicks?
What did happen to them?
On the program tonight, LeBron James is here, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James. This will be the beginning of his third season with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
What a guy, what a player, what a tremendous athlete, transcendent this guy is. Like nobody else has ever played the game, and he's just a kid, for God's sake.
Man.
And I understand LeBron James and I will be shooting free throws out on 53rd Street.
Oh, really? You're going to go up against LeBron James?
And I just want to mention one thing, that as a kid in grade school and also in high school and even after high school, I played quite a lot of basketball, and I was never very good.
So that's...
Also joining us on the program tonight, Ludacris is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ludacris.
Cool.
And, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the last night. It's been a tremendous success. The mayor stopped by earlier today to thank me. I got calls from Governor Pataki and his beautiful wife, the First Lady of the state of New York, Libby. Is it
Yes,
Libby?
that's yes.
Libby Pataki.
Yes.
And everybody is the heart pouring, the outflowing, the sentiment, the emotion, the gratitude. Everybody has been so excited about Ventriloquist Week, and tonight is the final night of Ventriloquist Week. Todd, Oliver, and Irving are going to be Todd, Oliver, and Irving. We had Willie Tyler and Lester, Jay Johnson and Darwin, Ron Lucas and Scorch, and last night it was Jeff Dunham and Walter. And it's been so much fun. Let's take a second now to look back at the great memories that we've created here in the Ed Sullivan Theater this week on Ventriloquist Week. Take a look. That's all we've gotten so far. Oh my God! Hi. Oh, no! Please, I'm sorry. Thank you anyway. I thought they were gonna.
They were close.
Because normally, tonight's not the night. I'm having trouble with my wedge.
Sure,
tonight.
yeah. Got a wedgie.
You remember a few years ago when they said that there was this device that was going to revolutionize human pursuit and behavior? All of the cities in the world would be remodeled to accommodate this brand new development. Things would never be the same once these were available. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that the thing that you would ride on?
That's right, those Segway scooters.
Oh, the Segways.
The Segway scooters. Remember that? Anybody go out and buy a Segway scooter?
I remember it. I've ridden on them.
I've ridden on them as well, but I don't think I would buy one. I don't really need one. What would I do with it? They said that the whole city would be changed, and then it just never panned out. Well, now, to make matters worse, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a recall because there's some sort of a defect in the Segway scooters.
Who bought them? Why? What's the recall?
Take a look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see? You can explode. Wow, did you see this? This is the double issue of People magazine. Look at that.
Oh, this is
Look who's on the cover of that.
Best and worst dressed.
Best and worst dressed. Jennifer Aniston was named best dressed human on the planet.
I agree.
There is no better dressed person in the world than Jennifer Aniston.
I agree with that.
That's just remarkable.
She's got a lot of class.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, a lovely woman, and very well dressed.
Yes.
And then I got an advanced copy of next week's People.
Next week.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't even seem like a good idea for a magazine.
What do you mean?
I don't even know how could they get. I mean, all right, look at this. I'm on the cover.
Oh, there.
Does that
Who else we got there?
I'm in pretty good company. That's me, and then there's Carrot Top.
Yeah.
I don't care so much about me, but he's just a kid.
Carrot Top, yeah.
And then Craig T. Nelson.
Oh, yeah, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, and then Emerald Lagasse.
Right.
Right down there. So, celebrities we wish were dead.
I don't know if that's so good.
I don't know.
No,
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a segment we call George W. Bush. Oh, this is a good one. George W. Bush, what in tarnation?
Oh.
Now, let me repeat this. George W. Bush, what in tarnation? Take a look. There you go. George W. Bush, what in tarnation? I got a letter today from a guy named Gary, Paul.
Yeah, Gary.
It says that we met at your wedding here. It says, Dear Dave, remember me? We met at Paul's wedding.
Oh,
ring a
Gary?
bell? Gary?
You met Gary at my wedding? I
What
didn't
it says
realize
here.
you guys.
I work at the Federal Bureau of Miscellaneous Information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I guess what they do is they search out and they catalog and find interesting bits of information. It's the Federal Bureau of Miscellaneous Information. Blah, 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 blah.
FBMI, the FBMI.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here are some fun facts we thought your audience might enjoy. And then he was nice enough, your friend Gary, to send along some fun facts.
Well, he's a good guy.
So we have a second here?
Yeah. I think we have a few minutes, yeah.
Yeah. The word toast, meaning a wish of good health, started in ancient Rome, where a piece of toasted bread was dropped into wine. Did you know that? That's where toast comes from.
Is that where, really? So when you make a toast, that's right.
That's right. Butterflies range in size from a tiny eighth of an inch to a huge almost 12 inches.
12-inch butterfly. Gee, I've never seen. Probably in a jungle they have that.
That's right, in jungles. Probably in a jungle. National Hot Rod Association top fuel dragsters and funny cars travel the length of more than four football fields in less than 5 seconds. Wow.
Funny cars can do
four
that?
football fields in less than 5 seconds. That's remarkable.
Almost doesn't seem possible.
No. Contrary to the advertising slogan, 68% of what happens in Las Vegas leads to divorce and or bankruptcy.
See it?
That's a fun fact right there.
I knew that.
Back to racing, some NASCAR drivers have admitted to experimenting with Valvoline in the bedroom. I don't know what that would be. Only 6% of people who shake and rattle also roll. I don't even... oh, no, this is fascinating. 68% of loafer wearers, people who wear loafers, say if money were not an issue, they'd upgrade to tasseled loafers. Isn't that interesting?
68%.
68%, that's a very high. It's like 2/3 of people who wear loafers.
Would, yeah. I wonder if the other percentage of them have already upgraded.
Well, it says, let's see, it's actually slightly higher in the jungle. For a brief period during the 1970s, the penny was modified to give Abraham Lincoln a Dorothy Hamill-like haircut. I don't remember that. Now, here's something, I wouldn't have guessed it, but I believe it. Richard Simmons has been pepper sprayed over 50 times. I believe that.
He was pepper sprayed right here.
That's right.
He was pepper sprayed right on this stage.
Yeah.
One of those times.
No death row inmate has ever ordered turkey loaf for his last meal.
I could see
The film Snakes on a Plane is very loosely based on a novel by Jane Austen. We knew that. The first poll ever taken revealed 95% of those polled could do without custard. In 1983, Baseball Hall of Famer George Brett was thrown out of a game for wearing Argyle socks.
How about that?
In her will, Betty Davis asked for her ashes to be scattered in an OTB.
She must have.
That seems odd, doesn't it?
Well, I think she probably had her will redone, you know, because the OTBs are a relatively recent phenomenon. Like the 70s, I think they came into being. So that would have meant that, you know, after about 1975, she would have had to go to a lawyer, have the will redone. You know where I was going to spread the ashes? I don't want them there anymore.
Yeah, now the OTB?
Now I want them in an OTB.
I think you make a good point, Paul. This is just what we were talking about earlier. As of August 1st, 2006, only 4 Segway scooters have been sold.
Ha! I knew it.
Now, here's something fascinating, and think about this the next time you're at the circus. Despite using seltzer bottles, clowns often become dehydrated. 1956, the man who played Smokey the Bear,
Sure.
actually accidentally set fire to a Woolworths.
Ah! Gee, the irony.
Oh, now here's something that we're really... Due to global warming, it's estimated that by 2050, you'll pay $700 for a bag of party ice.
See, but people think it won't affect them.
For $25, New York City allows you to name a pothole. Woodrow Wilson's eldest daughter was named Whoopi.
Whoopi Wilson.
At the time of his death, Marconi, the man credited with inventing the radio, Marconi was working on an electric nose hair trimmer. Louis Pasteur.
Yes.
Was lactose intolerant.
Gee, the irony.
Yeah.
I tell you.
I think we'll just quit right there. That'll be fun. LeBron James, Ludacris, Todd, Oliver, and Irving. Sadly, it's the last night of Ventriloquist Week. We'll be right back with tonight's top 10 list, everybody. Wow, it's a happy group of folks out there.
Yes, indeed they
out there
are.
on 53rd Street, waiting for the big, highly anticipated basketball demonstration.
Yeah, you.
LeBron James and myself.
Wow.
And I said he's beginning his third year. This is how your memory plays tricks on you. I'm told now he's actually beginning his fourth season with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Could it be 4 years that he's starting?
See that? How about that?
Wacky, isn't it? Yeah. And tonight is the final night of Ventriloquist Week. Ludacris is also here, and Todd, Oliver, and Irving. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for tonight's top 10 list. The category tonight, questions to ask yourself before eating spinach. This is a national problem. One person died. Many people sick from eating spinach. And of course, all our lives, we've heard that eating spinach is good for you. Well, it turns out now that it's deadly poisonous and it will kill you. Deadly poisonous. You will drop dead. So the questions to ask yourself now before eating spinach. Top 10 questions. Here we go. Number 10. Was my spinach properly sprayed with Lysol? Number 9. Isn't it still safer than eating a New York City hot dog? Number 8. So all those years my mom made me eat spinach, she was trying to kill me? Number 7. Is this the proper side dish for my Mad Cow burger? Number 6. Are my papers in order? Well, see, that's what happened to Betty Davis. Because at a certain point, she decided she wanted her ashes spread at an OTB. That's exactly what we were talking about. Number 5, if I get sick, will my wife TiVo Ventriloquist Week on The Late Show? Number 4, should I also avoid kale? Number 3, if I'm going to eat something deadly, shouldn't it be delicious Pop-Tarts? Number 2, what would Popeye do? And the number 1 question to ask yourself before eating spinach, do I really want my obituary to read, man dies a la Florentine? I can't tell you how exciting and what a success it's been to be here for Ventriloquist. I think this is the best week of my life in show business, bar none.
Yeah, that
Would you have to agree?
That says that. I've had a wonderful time.
In addition to being entertaining, these people are miracle workers in terms of illusion, what they can create just using their voice and their hands and their dummies.
That's right. And I think that it's a wonderful thing that you have done to take the art and ensure that it goes on into the new millennium.
Yeah, but you know I get paid. Our first guest headlines aboard the showboat Branson Belle and is one of the most popular acts in Branson, Missouri. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our final act on Ventriloquist Week here on The Late Show, Todd Oliver and his dog Irving. Take it away, kids.
Hi, this is my best friend Irving. Speak, whether on the right or whether I'm the wrong. Whether I sign a place in this world or neither the long. I got a dee-nee. I got a dee-nee. Every tree that I see, I got a dee-nee. Well, this is Irving. I sure ain't Snoot Doggy Dog. Well, no, you're the first talking dog. Yeah, you're the second. What kind of dog are you? Half Tittle, half Retriever. You know, what does that mean? It means I'll rip off your leg and bring it back to you. Well... So, what'd you do today? Same as other day. Woke up, went outside, came back in, 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 went outside, came back in. Then in the afternoon, went outside, came back in. Come on, everybody, all together now. Went outside. Came back in. Well, I guess I ain't the only dog in this house. Hey! How come you're always scratching yourself? Because I'm the only one that knows where I itch. How come when I throw the stick, you don't get it? I don't want it. What if I want it? Get it yourself. All right. Most dogs get the stick. Most dogs don't talk. Without me, you wouldn't talk. Without me, you wouldn't eat. You know why they're laughing? Yeah, I'm naked. What else is new? Well, the neighbor's got a new sheepdog. I can't stand him. How come? I never know which end I'm talking to. Well, the vet says dogs can hear things that we can't. Is that true? What? Well, Irving, what are you doing after the show? Going out to a restaurant. Well, how can you get into a restaurant? I tell him I'm the seeing eye dog and I left the blind guy in the car. Well, what can I do for you now? Give me a scratch. Sure. How's that? That's good. That's real good. I like that. I like it, 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 I like it. Did I say stop? I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Would you go a little higher there, Daddy? Oh, that's good, good, good. Yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, yeah. Would you to the right, to the... Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. A little higher, little higher, little higher. Oh, yeah! Boy, you got fleas. We're going to the vet. Not me. Last time I went in a stud, it came out a dud. Well, that's because you're fixed. Yeah? When you fix the car, do you cut out the tires? How much is that doggy in the window? Drop dead. One with a waggity tail, reading the let's drop dead. How much? You're not singing. Neither are you. I do hope that doggy's for sale. I love you. I love you too.
Pat Oliver and Irving, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with LeBron James. Thank you very much. Bop, bop, bop. How about that? Pat Oliver and Irving.
Very, very funny.
What a tremendous week this has been.
Oh, man, and what a great wrap-up to the week.
You and I should go to Branson. Have you ever been to Branson?
I want to go to Branson. I want to go to the Tony Orlando Theater and see Tony Orlando, and he alternates with Wayne Newton.
Oh, that'd be
and
great.
who is that Russian comic?
Yakov Smirnoff.
What a country. He's got his own theater.
Yeah. He's got his own theater.
What a country.
Yeah. In this country, you watch television. In my country, television watches you.
What a country.
That was before the wall came
That's
down.
right.
Nothing's been the same for. Yeah.
In my country, dog sticks a hand up your ass. What a country. We gotta go.
All right, well, we'll go. We'll go. Last season, our next guest became the youngest player in NBA history to score 6,000 points as he led his team to the NBA playoffs. From your Cleveland Cavaliers, here is all-star forward LeBron James. Welcome to the show.
Oh, man, happy to be here.
Great pleasure to have you here. We got some Sports Illustrateds here. I think this is fascinating. If you just tell us, I guess this is while you were in high school, right?
Yeah,
this
while I was
from
in high school.
2002.
Exactly.
Now, you're a high school kid, and now when I was in high school, I had a paper out and couldn't get dates. What was your high school experience? What was it like for you? I mean, it must have been crazy in a way, right?
It was great. You know, you got an opportunity to get on a national scale. You know, some of our games in high school was televised nationally.
That's right.
And, you know, we did a great job my senior year, able to go out there and win every last one of our games and win a national championship. So,
yeah.
You know, it turned out the way I wanted it.
Pretty good. But what was, how did the team do the next year after you graduated?
Oh, they didn't win a national championship. Or the state championship, or the conference championship, or any championship.
And for you as a kid, what was it like? I mean, you go to school every day, and then people must have just been constantly bothering you and slapping you on the back and whatever they do.
I think our school was very. They was getting used to it. I think we kind of spoiled our school.
I would
they were so used to winning, and you know, we go at it every day. So our school was great. I think you know, I had a lot of fun there.
Here's November 2003. This is your rookie season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, how was that rookie year? Was it as big an adjustment, not as big an adjustment? What did it seem like to you in this perspective now?
Well, I think when I look back on it, you know, I wasn't as good of a player that I am now, of course.
You're getting better because you know the
I've gotten
competition?
Better with the competition. I've gotten better with the experience. You know, you go on so many road trips, you go in a lot of different cities, so I wasn't used to flying from city and city out. So that was kind of the biggest adjustment for me.
It's a fatiguing way to make a living.
Yeah,
I mean, night in and night out.
Mentally, if you're not prepared to go play basketball night in and night out, it can wear and tear.
Do you like playing professional ball in your hometown? Is that a good thing for a kid?
It's a blessing for me. You know, you get an opportunity to have your friends and family there at every home game. And then you get an opportunity to help a franchise out that hasn't been so good, you know, in the past years. So it's a challenge.
The Cleveland Cavaliers have been around for a long, long time, and until you joined the team, I don't believe they'd ever won a game. I mean, it's a remarkable. I mean, I may be wrong. I'll have to double check that. Okay, now here we go. January 2005, best ever. How does that make you feel when you see that in print? That's.
Well, I have to keep working. You know, it makes me know that, you know, every night you go out on the court, you know, people was looking at that magazine saying, okay, if you're the best ever, then you got to prove it to us. So,
right.
You know, it keeps me humble.
And this is, let's see, 2006 April, leading Cavaliers to their first playoff appearance in 8 years. Wow. So now, of course, by the way, what's the deal? The Sports Illustrated cover jinx. Apparently that they waived that for you, didn't they? You didn't suffer that at all, did you?
No, not at all.
So now we get into the playoffs last year, and now people are starting to think, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you think?
It was, to be out the previous 2 years, my rookie year and sophomore campaign, to finally get an opportunity to be into the playoffs, the biggest stage in basketball. And to go out there my first game and had the kind of game I had, and to win that basketball game was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had, besides playing basketball.
Yeah. Was there, when you were a kid, who did you look up to? Who was, in your mind, your game you were playing? Whose game were you playing in your mind?
Wow, I love Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. The way that he approached the game, the way that he led his troops when he went out on the court, and his never say die attitude, man, was something I always looked up to.
Maybe it didn't work out chronologically. I'm guessing did you ever get to play any kind of game with him?
No. Never got an opportunity to compete against him.
Yeah. You meet him? You know him?
Yeah. Let me tell you a story, as a matter of fact. The first, so I'm growing up and I'm watching, this guy, Michael Jordan. I think all you guys know him, I think. So I'm growing up watching this guy on TV every day, and I'm like, wow, he's an amazing basketball player. Hopefully someday I get an opportunity to meet him. So I think it was my junior year in high school. I go up to Chicago and I go to a gym called Hoops where he plays basketball in the summertime. And I didn't know he was going to be there, but I seen him walking towards me, and it was kind of like he was walking on air. I had to pinch myself. Is that Michael? Who? And it's like he was like Black Jesus to me. Like I was like, are you finally here? Yeah. So that was like one of the best feelings.
Now, had he at that point in your life, in your basketball career, had he heard of you? Did he know of you?
Well, yeah, I think he did. He called me a young fella, of course,
yeah.
And just basically told me to keep working at it, and someday I can get to the NBA. I was a junior in high school, so, I guess he told me something right, and I just kept working at it.
Yeah. And now, you played on the American team for the World Championships, and it was in Japan, is where it was, Tokyo?
Exactly.
Now, it seems to me that there's one game that the United States clearly ought to be better at than anybody else in the world. And, soccer, we'll give them soccer. They can pretty much have soccer. Baseball, you can understand where there might be some competition here and there, but basketball, how is it possible that a team of all-stars from the United States loses the World Championship?
I think when you grow up as a kid, the only thing that you want to become is to be on the Olympic team or on the World Championship team. Mm-hmm. And as Americans, when we grow up, we say, as basketball players, we want to grow up to be in the NBA. So, those kids grow up wanting to be on the World Championship team. I think it means more to them. I think now that we haven't become victorious in number one, I think it's starting to mean a little bit more to us. Yeah. I really, and it means a little bit more when we go out on that court that's saying that, guys, even though we're the USA team and, guys not going to just fall down for you guys anymore. And I think it's starting to mean more to us.
And what was the mood of the team like that when you come home with the bronze and not the gold?
I think, honestly, the difference between the 2004 Olympics and the 2006 World Championship, the attitude was totally different. Mm-hmm. I think when we came home this past summer, we was very positive. We was very excited about the progress we made in such short time. And just like I just said, I think we understand how big it is. Yeah. And we understand that when we go out there and play basketball, it's not just for us. It's for the whole United States of America.
And it's a little ironic because I'm guessing that the United States basketball has made the rest of the world better at basketball.
Right. I think, the game of basketball worldwide now is phenomenal. Yeah. You got, I think it was like 68 either current or past NBA players in the World Championship game. So, the game is great. I think the competition is awesome.
What was your free throw shooting percentage last season?
Not too good. not like I wanted it to be. 78.
78. Well,
78%.
Yeah. I'm not very good. I was mostly a defensive wizard. So we'll go outside. We'll shoot some balls, all right?
All right, all right.
We'll be right back here with LeBron James on our 53rd birthday. Okay, are you all set? So we put up the counter first, and then we start the clock. Are you ready?
Ready.
Have you broken a sweat yet? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh! Whoa, is that right? What are you doing over there?
Oh, I won. Oh, I won.
Congratulations. Have a great season. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Ludacris. All righty. Our next guest is a Grammy Award-winning performer whose new CD, right here, will be in stores on Tuesday. It's entitled Release Therapy. Please welcome Ludacris.
Let's go. Hey, Release Therapy, baby. Money makers to all the money makers in the house. Ludacris, disturbing the peace, Lil Fake. You ready?
Shake your money maker like somebody about to pay you. I see you on my radar, don't you act like you afraid of shit.
Okay, you know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey.
Shake your money maker like somebody about to pay you. Don't worry about them haters, keep your nose up in the air. Hey.
You know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey. Shake, shake, shake your money maker like you were shaking it for some paper. Took your mama 9 months to make you. Might as well shake what your mama gave you. You looking good in them jeans. I bet you look even better with me in between. I keep my mind on my money, money on my mind. But you's a hell of a distraction when you shake your behind. I got the fade up on my right side, home with some cubs. My whole hood is to my left, they ain't giving up. So feel free to get loose and get carried away. So by tomorrow you forgot what you were saying today. But don't forget about this feeling that I'm making you get. All the calories you burn from me making you sweat. The mile high points you earn when we taking my jet. And how everywhere you turn, be making you wet. Cause you can
Shake your money maker like somebody about to pay you. I see you on my radar, don't you act like you afraid of shit.
You know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey.
Shake your money maker like somebody about to pay you. Don't worry about them haters, keep your nose up in the air. Hey.
You know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey. Switch it from right to left, eh? Switch it till you're running right out of breath, eh? Take a break until you're ready again. You can invite over as many friends as you want to, but I really want you. Just be thankful that Pharrell gave you something to bump to. Hey, Luda, I'm at the top of my game. You want my hand from the bottom to the top of your frame. And I just want to take a little ride on your curve. Get it right and giving your body just what it deserves. And let me give you some swimming lessons on the backstroke, breaststroke, stroke of a genius. Yep, call me the Renaissance man. Get up, and I'll stay harder than a center block man. Hey, I'm just a bedroom gangster. I've been meaning to tell you, I really must thank you when you
Shake your money maker like somebody about to pay you.
What's
I
up?
see you on my radar, don't you act like you afraid of shit.
Okay, you know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey. Yes, my horn section, DJ JC, the drum section, my keys, my guitar. I got it all, baby. it until it hurt, girl. You've been looking a little tipsy. So if you could just shake it a little this way. See, I'm a member of the BBC, the original breadwinner of DTP. And you the center of attention that's distracting the squad. Everybody in the camp is like, oh my God, she can shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Oh, you know I got it. If you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey. What up?
Pretty good gig. Are you kidding me? Wow. How about that? Excuse me. Thank you very much. Ludicrous. Nice job. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Good to have you with us.
Yes, yes. Thanks for having me.
I enjoyed that. That was exciting.
I'm glad you did. I saw you peeping out the ladies over there. I saw you.
What do you like? You like acting or music better? That's a talk show question.
You know what? That's a hard question because it's like I don't want to be rapping when I'm like 40, but I feel like I could act until I get out of here. You know.
And which kind of came to you first? Was it the music or the acting? You said to yourself, "Oh, I can act or I can do the music."
What? I did the music first. You know, I've been loving music and been rapping since I was about 8 years old. So, you know, and then I didn't realize that I even could act until about 2 years ago.
Yeah, and how did that happen? I mean, were movies a part of your life in any way when you were a kid?
I always loved watching movies. I loved everything about movies, but I didn't necessarily see myself in one. And then my man John Singleton, who was responsible for taking a lot of entertainers and, you know, putting them in certain movies, he asked me to be in Too Fast, Too Furious. And once I did that, I loved the experience, you know, and I continued doing what I was doing. And then came Hustle and Flow and Crash, the Academy Award-winning Crash, to be exact. So it felt good.
That's great. And I'm guessing you're going to continue doing that, obviously.
I will definitely continue doing that, man. As a matter of fact, we did an episode of Law & Order last year. We're going to do another one this year because it was the highest, you know, the ratings were the highest of any Law & Order SVU show, so it makes me feel good.
Good for you.
Definitely.
Now, let me... Yeah. On that Law & Order show, were the dancers on that show?
The dancers, unfortunately, were not on that particular show. But I mean, you know, with a little help from you, maybe we can get them on the new episode. You never know. You never know.
The heck with a ventriloquist. Yeah. That's what we need.
Exactly.
The new CD, the new album right there, Release Therapy, in stores on Tuesday. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for being here. Ludicrous, ladies and gentlemen. My thanks to Todd Oliver and Irving and LeBron James. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody.
Have some pants.